You've heard us talk about Chanhassen Dinner Theatres here on The 4. The iconic Twin Cities Dinner Theatre is loved for its colorful and lively productions, but it was also a place of pain this year after its longtime president and artistic director died.
But now a new chapter, and we are very honored to meet Tamara Kangas Erickson. She is the new president and artistic director at Chanhassen Dinner Theatres. Welcome to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. And before we get into this, we want to welcome soccer fans back to The 4 today. We just had a game on. So Tamara, before we talk about the theater, let's talk about you and how you fell in love with this industry. You actually performed at the Chanhassen Dinner Theatre as a child.
Yeah, so my whole life in theater started at Chanhassen when I was 9 years old in The Sound of Music. And I was a child actor at Chanhassen for 2 different productions as a kid for 2 years. And that was sort of the start of my whole love of musical theater. And got a degree at St. Olaf College in dance and fine arts in theater with a theater emphasis. And found my way back to Chanhassen over the years as an actor. And here we are now. And
was that you?
Those were photos of you.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
I didn't
think we had
see.
some old photos. That's amazing.
That's fun.
Wonderful. Well, you've been at the theater, as we can see, from such a young age until now. Wonderful. But in recent years, you were working with the late President Michael Brindisi. What was that like to be under his tutelage and sort of transitioning into that more executive aspect of this role?
Yeah, it's so complex. I started choreographing for Michael in 2004, and we did over 50 productions together as a creative team. So we had that partnership, and then in 2010, we went out and found a group of investors to buy the company, and we were business partners as well. So when we took over the company, Michael was the president. He had been in that role prior, and I came in then as vice president because we had a lot of new ideas and things we wanted to do as the owners of the company with our investors.
Yeah, can you tell us more about Michael? Because I know that he was such an integral part of the theater, and everyone who has touched the theater in some way knows him and probably misses him.
Yeah, for sure. And it was really, devastating for the cast of Grease. He passed away during our week of previews. So that was very intense and a very emotional time for the cast. Mm-hmm. Michael he was a force, and he really left his stamp on everything he touched. He had a really outsized presence. He was an Italian from the East Coast. He had that, which here in Minnesota, just in and of itself, has an impact. And he was a person that really loved actors, and actors loved him, and he just really made an impact on a lot of people's lives. Well,
good to know. He'll be missed, of course. What is your hope for this next chapter for the theater and for you in this role?
Well, what's kind of great is that I have been with him on this journey the entire time. So I know our customer, I know the expectation, I know the kind of quality that we deliver on, and I know that I can deliver on that quality going forward. And also just continue on the trajectory that we've been on since 2010 of growing the business in small ways, making it relevant, bringing it into the present, and continuing to do that as we move forward so we stay relevant and stay ahead of the curve.
Yeah, you mentioned Grease, still playing right now. It's a fabulous show, and people love it. They sometimes dress up to come in to see it. What's the run been like?
It's been amazing. I mean, we have packed houses. The audiences are loving the show. It's so much fun. And, we're running all summer and into the early fall, and it's going to just be a great 6 months.
Wonderful. If someone's watching this, maybe they haven't been to the dinner theaters or haven't been there in a while, why would you suggest that they come out to see a show or a concert there?
You know what is so incredible about what we do, and I preach this all the time, is that you can come and have a full experience with your family. It's not just going to see a play, but you're there it's multi-generational. You're there for a full evening of dinner and conversation and connection, and then you get to have the lights come up and watch an amazing show and have that experience together that you then, as a family or as a group of friends, have something to talk about for years and years and years. It's really about making memories.
How can people find more about tickets?
www.chanhassendt.com.
Okay, great. Thank you so much
Wonderful.
for coming in.